السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيفكم شباب وصبايا؟ شو أخباركم؟ طمنونا عنكم. المباراة الثانية كانت لليوم كانت بين فريق فالكونز وفريق اليفيت في بطولة كأس العالم لروكيت ليج. كنت تستمتعوا إن شاء الله في هذه المباراة، بصراحة كانت كثير حماسية المباراة. ما بدي أحرق عليكم، لكن لا تنسوا تضغطوا على اللايك والسبسكرايب، خلوا عائلتنا تكبر. يلا انطلق.
Wait, is this how you realize you're in color?
There, I think that's blue.
No way, that's green. Chat, is it red or is it green or blue?
That looks blue.
What?
Anyways, Team Falcons and Elevate. We're
Color's your
getting
shirt?
into it. I'm losing it.
What color is your shirt right
Blue.
now?
It's blue.
Okay, it's not green.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was losing it for a second. I'm not. My heart like started pounding.
Well, Falcons is definitely green.
Okay.
We're
Never
figuring
mind.
out the colors live. Well, they're blue and orange. That's all that matters. We got the colorblind friendly colors. Let's go into game one. Falcons versus Elevate. Just rewind if you want the whole narrative, but all of our predictions went towards Falcons, but I don't feel so confident about it because it feels like if any team could upset this, it's Elevate.
Yeah. Oh well, sure. Yeah, I think there's certainly some validity to that. We'll find out. I was looking online during the break there. There's a couple of you believers. Chat was 80% in favor of Falcons, which is fair. I'm with you. We were with you. We'll see if that comes out as the correct pick, or if Elevate can shock Team Falcons here in game one.
So for now, Turk just trying to deposit this in the box. Khalid now just trying to help out in the corner. I like how everyone from Team Falcons is stepping up just to maintain some possession, but Elevate have just been this wall. Not a lot of midfield presence, not a strong clear from Elevate. They're just taking their time with it, finding these opportunities to produce an offense as Elevator sent right back to the wall as Turk pinches it to the left. Falcons, they'll challenge, they'll get bumped out of the way. There's a chance for Team Falcons to strike, but it's pop-up after pop-up. There's the cleanup, and that's denied too.
What a save for Virtuoso. That was a crazy angle as well, and Team Falcons, they're knocking on the door. And it stays locked from Elevate. Good work defensively. Virtuoso, crazy save. And now Ahmad trying to go back post. Khalid looking for help as he really looked towards Turk and Ahmad for that offense, that dynamic duo, and for Khalid to just fill in those gaps and be that defensive rock as well. But he's taken an offensive role in some series. That's kind of the beauty of Team Falcons. Everyone can do something, but they also know their roles so well. Turk trying to pick this one up to the back wall, looking for follow-up. Khalid denied. Good defense here, proactive defense coming out from Elevate. They're able to turn away Falcons multiple times here.
Feels like a forced defense with how much charge Team Falcons are taking on this field. Now looking for any clear. Elevate, signs of hope. Virtuoso up the wall, but he's getting chased by two players. So there's Kami stepping up. Goodbye, Kami. And Virtuoso tried to find that second to catch Falcons off guard on the defense. Here's Realize to the back wall. Elevate pushing their way through, and Falcons, even with their backs against the wall, they hold strong.
Good shot here from Realize. Making sure the defense honest here. His follow-up was there. Ahmad, this clears only as far as Kami, and he's going to put it on target. And what a touch here from Turk, and he follows this one up, 15 boost. Has the option to Ahmad, takes the shot as well, but the defense, Virtuoso again. Brick wall, he's going to have to come up big, Realize the save. Lots of shots coming through from Team Falcons. As Elevate able to get out, at least for the moment, as the clears have been earned here from Elevate.
Both defenses have stepped up a lot. Falcons have had a few more shots. Elevate have produced some threat, and Ahmad just cutting it through right in front of Elevate.
Great work from Ahmad to just rip this one across Khalid. Great passes, well, just past Kami. And Realize, you can see he just stopped in the net. He just couldn't react in time. When you whip it like that from right to left, it's very tough for a defender to react. And a 1-0 lead as we finally break the deadlock here in game one.
Here's Realize just trying to pinch his way through, and Turk stops it on the ground level. Looking for clears. There's that left lane, all for Falcons, but they're getting shoved out of the way. Good physicality from Elevate. Good passes to Realize to the back wall. But third man just not finding that opportunity there for Elevate to clean up what was started. As Falcons head back for boost. So it's Elevate bringing it right back to sender.
Good work from Elevate. You need just a pinch more possession. You can't let that one go free off the back wall. Khalid was there. Ahmad just trying to take a couple of tackles here to keep it in play for Falcons, and Elevate doing a brilliant job defensively. Now they've Had to come up with some big saves, but they've made them, and now the pinch! Almost able to squeak by as Virtuoso trying to make it difficult for the defense to keep up. As another demo comes out, this time on Ahmad. Just a minute left, and Elevate try to step up to the plate.
Yeah, it's really decisive, but slow, giving the defenses enough time to stack up and block. But here's Realize going through with the speed, has the reset off the back wall. Virtuoso too far forward, misses the ball completely, and this counterattack so fast. Falcons 2-0.
So the idea there from Virtuoso, he was trying to let it go, and I don't think he counted on TRK to be, or Turk to be right on behind, on top of Kami, and Kami getting demoed as well. I mean, there's just, I like the idea from Virtuoso. Tried to let it go through, play dummy. In the end, he pays for it, and Team Falcons up 2-0, but maybe a kickoff goal. Kami can't get around it, no boost. And just over 30 seconds left. Elevate need to get going.
Kami just teeing up, but dropped the club throughout that. Falcons have been so good on their punish, and Elevate just been stopped on the usage of the back wall. Then Falcons shut down the Elevate passes. Narrow save there by Virtuoso, as Turk almost setting up Falcons for a second chance off the rebound. Colin misses that touch, and that's Kami. Can't seem to find the gap on the left side. Realize creates at least one last opportunity, although with the seconds draining by.
Get it in.
This
Okay.
goes in for Elevate.
You get to the kickoff. That's all that matters. You're screaming just to get it in so that they have 1 second left on the clock. They do that, and they get themselves to the kickoff. A chance here for Elevate here in game one. Do they come up with something special here on this kickoff? You got to force it to stay up. And that's a great kickoff from Turk to just kill it, keep it down on the ground, get that 1 second off
Program. But going into game two, with just a swing out of Elevate off the kickoff, but finding themselves on defense. Ahmed now just trying to get into the box, and Turk keeping Elevate trapped on this orange end. And look how Team Falcons just command the field, just like they did in game one. It took a lot of effort, though, for Team Falcons to find that first goal then.
Yeah, some good passing, some good communication coming out from Team Falcons. Right off the rip here in game two, Turk almost taking himself. Can he go all the way? Gets by one, to the backboard it goes, and Kami there to clear it away.
And good touches by the defense, but no clears. So there's Ahmed with the reset. Just trying to leave this so Khalid, but Elevate, they pushed their way through. They finally made some space. They broke out, but didn't bring the ball with them. So it's Falcons that are just drawing out that third person of Elevate, trying to make their offense, well, easier.
What a great clear there from Kami. Just trying to catch the defense out. Had opportunity. Virtuoso couldn't get the touch.
Wow.
And he'll pay. Turk will take him out. The pass is intended, or they realized was trying to follow up the touch rather. Virtuoso not fooling Ahmed. And now Khalid can't get the touch. Turk to deny as Falcons trying to ramp up their offense, but Elevate, good possession here. Look at the space afforded to Realize. Has to pick a spot, finds Virtuoso. Backboard and second touch. Stopped by Khalid. Now the passing was trying to get going for Falcons, but Elevate still able to cut it down.
Good reads defensively from Falcons as Elevate for trying to ramp up and find more and more opportunities instead of just that one strike and leave the room. Whilst Falcons, they're so aggressive and they keep Elevate in the zone, and that pitch down low to the left. What a goal!
What a pinch from Khalid. And you have to have someone challenge here. So much time from his first touch to his second, and nobody could get back to it. Realize had boost, but just no one got up to the challenge, and you allow him to come through and pinch it. 1-0 lead for Team Falcons.
Falcons just pound the wall, and eventually the bricks come loose, and Elevate just a little baby hammer. We'll see if they can just keep possession once that offense does generate from Elevate. But for now, the defensive touches from Elevate have been strong. They've denied a lot from Falcons as Virtuoso works his way down the midfield. Kami to the corner, has two defenders colliding into him. Realize the Kami to know what that third man from Elevate, not wanting to risk it with how good Falcons have been with the ball. Turk almost sneaks that in.
Somehow, he was going for the mind game there, and then somehow got a double tap. That actually put it on target. You thought he was forced out wide. Still, Elevate are able to turn away. They've made some tough saves here in this series so far. That one they can add to the reel. They need some goals. They need the real highlight reel as this one comes across. No one there. The demo certainly helping out the defense there for Elevate.
Like that Turk is just looming on the left wall, knowing where Elevate is going. Falcons have been so good at denying that space from Elevate. Virtuoso right to Turk, hoping to set up Khaled, who is stepping up. Elevate still struggle to get out of their own end, which is more opportunities for Falcons to force any error. Turk with the second touch gets it in.
Yeah, he earned that one. He has been a menace on the Elevate side. Great little touch past the first man, and then realized scrambling to get around this one. Didn't think he was going to come through cleanly. 2-0 there for Team Falcons. And a quality game too so far, I'd say. I mean, offense certainly churning on the Elevate side. You have to give some credit to Elevate. They've been stingy defensively. But Team Falcons, they've been able to crack through a couple times.
Falcons just continue to soar above them and just keep Elevate here. As Falcons, as their offense is being tested now. Can you force an error out of Elevate? Can you find the gap? Ahmed off the ceiling. Demo just to relieve that pressure off of themselves. Elevate now gotta follow through with this. Virtuoso needs help, realizes too scared, stays near the back wall. Now Kami needs to help out, and Elevate almost breaking through the midfield line. Falcons having to reset, getting demoed, but still find themselves in the net to save.
And Elevate now forced to make 7 saves, make it 8 here in this game. And Virtuoso 3, Tommy 4, and 1 for Realize. I mean, defensively, Elevate, they've been strong. They've still given up goals. There's a leak in the defense, a minor one, but they've been able to keep it lower scoring than just an absolute blowout. But you know by those stats, if you've watched any Rocket League, you know Team Falcons is all over them right now. All over them here in Game 2. The offense it's just not scary enough from Elevate, and they haven't had a lot of opportunity for offense. This one skates across the net of Team Falcons, but right back the other way. Ahmed trying to put this one on target off the crossbar. Another highlight play that's denied by the 4th man.
And Turk is just slamming the back of the net when maybe he could have just reassured that goal, but obviously looking for a bump on a defender or something. But Falcons, you gotta watch out, because Elevate peak in the last 10 seconds. That's where the comeback almost happened until it didn't in Game 1. Virtuoso with the stop at the midfield, but Ahmed picks it up, and Elevate, they descend now 0-2 to Team Falcons.
Yeah, a disappointing game there, I think. But when they're laughing like that, it's a little scary.
They're a team that thrive off of that confidence, and glad to see them kind of regain that after we've talked about the turmoil happening in the Falcons camp. But Elevate, obviously this timeout was just to compose yourself. Yes, wildcard is a Swiss stage, and a loss here sets you back, but not out. But it's still the time you want to take to breathe, talk about what's gone on when you don't have time to in the game. So now hoping to see a new Elevate, one that knew how to almost clutch up in Game 1 just at the end, and knowing how to get Falcons off your back, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's a good point as Ahmed puts it off the post and in. The defense not strong enough here in the first 30 or so seconds.
This is an awkward pinch and goes right to the left where Falcons at 3rd man stepping up, ready for the swing and the home run. And Falcons, they've just been ready. They've been prepared for this moment, for redemption for themselves, for their region, to not even just trying to challenge a team like Rule 1 and get further than them, but try to be that surprising, unpredictable region that MENA is. Falcons always start off with a good lead, but how does it end? How do Elevate get out of this pickle?
Yeah, well, you got to find some offense. You got to get out of the jar right now, right? I think that's where they're at. They're just stuck defensively. Twist it. You can't get it out. And I mean, look at these pre-jump passes coming out. It's a silly metaphor, but it really is what Elevate are struggling with right now. You got to bring it down, find some sort of possession. This is a good first touch. Gets away from Kami in the end. And Falcons are just eating up the midfield right now. There's no shot for Elevate to get out with any possession, any control. And you just see Elevate struggling, right? They're just throwing it downfield. It's right back in the hands of Team Falcons.
You just have Turk that's just this blocker in the midfield. Whenever Elevate look like they have a good chance to do something. What a shot, though, from Virtuoso. And that's Elevate tying it up.
A little lackadaisical there from Team Falcons. Turk takes the scenic route all the way back. The boost spawned right after he went through it, but he went almost up the wall, and he couldn't get around to make the challenge, so then you have to play the shot, which is a lot harder. And Elevate saw that virtuoso there to capitalize in a tie ball game.
Well, once Elevate get their heads above water, look what they can do. They can breathe, they can thrive. But O'Call almost with the double tap, and ball's got a weird bounce, so Ahmed can't do anything with that. Falcons will retreat. Here's Elevate, you wishing would be a little bit quicker on like a counterattack at that moment. Kami pinches it all the way down, but Falcons have 2 defenders ready.
And again, proactive offense. This is good from Elevate, but you got, oh no, don't let Cal do it to you. He cuts it across.
Oh my God.
He slices and dices. Serves it on a platter, and it's a 1-goal lead for Team Falcons.
It's not okay, it's O'Callid. Look at the way he dangles and breaks the ankles of Elevate. Disgusting. Just when Elevate were pushing up, feeling like they could. Well, Falcon said you shouldn't.
I think he was even impressed with that. He kind of raised an eyebrow when he did it. Now, off the kickoff, thank you very much. Walk that one in. It's a tie ball game again. Elevate able to get right back into it off a kickoff.
Yeah, just being able to fist bump and say, it's fine, bro. This is actually fine this time. 2-2 with still plenty of time. Elevate got some fight in them.
Yeah, good work there from Elevate. Again, you have to keep it close. Give yourself a shot. Gotta watch out for Cal too. Here comes the flip reset. Oh my goodness!
Okay. No, sorry, O'Callid like that.
What?
Falcons are just so disgusting. The flip reset too, and he almost gets bumped off the ball.
What a flick from Cal again. He's smiling at that one as well, as he watches himself just beat the defense over and over again. The solo play. I talked about Cal can't do everything for Falcons. I take it back.
Maybe he can.
Yes, he can. The offense flowing for him. And again, back into the lead, Team Falcons go.
Realize soaring above, making that space, but stopped in his tracks as Elevate just couldn't rob possession back to produce an offense. Realize is really sparking up though, trying to make it happen. There's the demo with bump, and Virtuoso ties it up again.
Yeah, great play here from Realize. Gets a good challenge, and actually a quality second touch. Forced Cal to go back and look, and he just bonks him out of the way inside the box, and it's a free goal for Virtuoso.
Back and forth, left hook, right hook. Got ourselves 3-3. Is it Falcons going to match point? Is it Elevate stepping up? Virtuoso's just knocking everyone around. This isn't pinball, this is Rocket League. Oh, I said it.
Oh, no.
I said it.
Oh, I cannot believe you did that.
I'm so sorry.
That is a sin.
I didn't do that.
You're off. You're done.
I know that's getting clipped for our Discord, but Elevate are going down. They're full sending it. Virtuoso's been the guy you can depend on thus far, but stopped right at the wall. Falcons denied that clear for now. Realize that Virtuoso on the left. Denied yet again. Virtuoso misses the challenge, and here's Falcons breathing a sigh of relief, trying to go for the bump, but it gives the ball right back to Elevate. Virtuoso just waiting for the ball, steals the corner boost, and now it's Falcons that are trapped.
And this is quite the offense coming out from Elevate, and I think this is more of what I expected from them. The first 2 games were a little lackluster in offense, but all of a sudden, here's Elevate showing that offense, showing that they kind of clamp down on Team Falcons and not let them out for free. And the possession is certainly swinging back in Elevate's favor.
Elevate are demoing Falcons as they try to leave that midfield. That's Turk having to reset, looking for anything from Falcons. They're not used to being on defense this long. It's Falcons having offense like 70% of the time. As Elevate still struggle though, despite this many opportunities to just find the gap in the net to give them the lead, to keep themselves alive in the series. The Falcons got a strong clear here, but Realize breaks it off to the corner.
Tie game, you're under a minute. Demos coming out, shots coming through, and Khaled again. He's been so clutch, and a hat trick from him in game 3.
It was just a pinch there from Khaled and Elevate before they could realize what was happening. Just couldn't soar to the right side to cover that net. It's a lead for Falcons at the 44-second mark to go to match point if they can hold on after having their backs against the wall. You don't corner an animal, because this is exactly what happens. They bite back, and a shuttle from Turk. Saved just at the last second. Realize with the counterattack, gets demoed. 2-on-3, Elevate still trying to force their way through. But now you've left maybe too much space to Ahmed. Realize to the corner, right in time. Elevate trying to slow down the play. And they might have just saved themselves.
Another clutch save from Virtuoso, but can they hold on to possession? Virtuoso struggling with no boost, needs help, Team Falcons clamping down and realize that clear is only as far as Cality's everywhere. He's shutting out Elevate. One more touchdown field, and game 3 goes to Team Falcons.
Ooh, 2 for Elevate. Clearly they just needed to get out of their own heads and get on the field, literally. Yep. And that's exactly what they did. While Falcons still have their timeout, they're not worried at all. At least, I would hope not. Now, if Elevate can take this game, that's already better than their counter half in Apex. So that's the high score we gotta beat.
I thought you were gonna say the line about the reverse sweep, but...
No, I used that one already. Can't recycle. You can recycle, reuse, not caster lines though, but Falcons going back for another offense and going back to that aggression that helped them out before. And still Elevate going back to either being patient on the clears or not knowing how to find them. Either way, Realize breaks through and almost tucks it into the corner.
Close, good looks there from Realize just to get possession and force the defense to do something. That's, I think, the key here for Elevate or for any team so far that we've casted is just, you got to bring that ball down and force the first defender to commit to something. And Elevate, I think, have started to figure that out. And that's a poor touch from Ahmed, but in the end, it does go to Turk.
From one corner to the other to down the field, like Elevate got to predict so much, and just Elevate being able to step up out off of that back wall, they can now stop these clears and keep Falcons here, and that's how Elevate were generating this threat level that had us all shaken that this wasn't going to be a 4-0, but Falcons still haven't scored yet despite the few shots they presented.
Turk trying to push this one through, got the flip reset here, because Ahmed, a couple fakes here. Everyone bites, and Kami bites hard enough. Didn't have boost to follow it up and gives the ball away. Turk, boost to work with, flip reset, holds it, makes the defense think, try to get another fake, got everyone to jump at it, but still, again, Virtuoso. Man, he's been rock solid for Elevate.
Well, Falcons are realizing how much hustle, how much creativity they have to use to get Elevate to be stumped on that defense. The way they've now done 2 fakes back-to-back, and even Elevate with these pre-jumps, they're still somehow getting a touch on the ball to stop it. Is an incredible defensive showing again from Elevate. Still 0-0, almost at the half. Here's Realize with a lot of space. Turk heading back. O'Khalid clipping it as Elevate start to work these rebounds, but not too lethal yet.
Nobody able to break through. Elevate, a couple of great dribbles there that the flicks left a little to be desired there. Look towards Elevate now. Can they get that offense going again? Virtuoso, he's been crucial defensively, but maybe offensively had a flip and couldn't get the touch. Kami trying to force it. Khaled, tough save. Follow up from Realize is on target, but again, just a little too easy for Team Falcons to make the save, and Elevate trying to keep possession. Kami, pass to himself, to the backboard once more. Needs follow-up as it got away from Cal. He's not going to get the touch, but a lot of respect given to the Team Falcons defense.
That was such a good setup from Virtuoso, too, to stall out the ball with the 15. You had a line drive to the net, and Elevate just couldn't find the right position, the right angle. Virtuoso second-guessed it. Now Falcons, they have the ball again. Here's O'Khalid to the corner, to it in front of the box. Elevate read the shot.
Whoa.
And Falcons, okay, Turk turns it around. Now passing it to O'Khalid to the back wall. It's unprotected though from Elevate, but Kami in front of the net makes sure that Falcons can't find the rebound.
Good work there from Elevate, not biting on some of these fakes, some of these touches. Here comes Turk, flip reset. Again goes for the fake, but he got 2 of them to go. Now Ahmed trying to put this one through, and again dropping it down. Then Elevate defense is just not being fooled right now. But maybe beat as Turk puts it through finally. The solo play pays off for Falcons as they get through the first challenge and they're able to tap it home.
Oh, Kami just couldn't get the touch, and that was probably an awkward position to be in. Either you 50 inches down low or somehow Kami was trying to get it back to where it came from on that left side, and it's a tough one for him to get. But Elevate need to be perfect on the defense if they want to survive, and now everything is washed.
What a power shot here from Cal. You see Virtuoso Tried to back him off a little bit, but too much space, and you know Khaled's just going to put that one in. Near post, it's an easy routine shot. Minute left on the clock in a familiar place for Elevate, down 2-0. They had some magic in game 1. They're going to need to find it here in game 4.
Yeah, I'll bring up the cope that I did before. Maybe I'll recycle it after all. For Elevate, they peak in that last 30 seconds. I mean, they peaked in game 3 when you thought Elevate were going to do more on this offense. We kind of go back to those game 1, game 2 tendencies of looking scared or just being stopped. Falcons maybe doing a better job of controlling Elevate. Now Virtuoso with some time, with some space, slowed down, but still ball potential for Elevate. Now the challenges are not going their way until Virtuoso takes the risk of the third man stepping up, trying to generate any goal for Elevate to make this winnable, but Falcons punish that.
And again, cutting him up. You can see Khaled, he's smiling. And he wasn't even part of that play. He's just like, yeah, you boys can do it too. As everyone getting a piece of the Elevate defense here in this series. And Falcons are just so good individually. You saw them in the air just in the second goal they scored, now on the ground here in their third. Confidence brewing and showing from Team Falcons.
10 seconds, and that's going to be all she wrote. Falcons kind of waking up, realizing how strong Elevate could be at their peak in game 3, to Falcons shutting them up, not for good because it is the Swiss stage, but shutting them up in this series. One last goodbye goal maybe for Falcons, but they've been dominant this series. Yes, game 3 went a little back and forth. They'll have a nice send away, but watch out for Falcons in wildcard.
Yeah, good looks here from Falcons. And I have to say, Elevate, I know this is going to go down as a 4-0. A couple of close games here for Elevate. I think Falcons really found their form in game 4. Falcons taking them down in 4. And are they back? Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's a good look, good start for Falcons. And a team that nobody really wanted to play here in the wild card come out on top against Elevate.
And Elevate, like in game 3 and even the previous